I'm not a good friend to have, or I'm not good enough, and then that does my head in a little bit.
Do you think that is true, or is that just you looking into the situation so much?
I think that is true. I think that there's things about me that he might not like, and so that's, yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't know what it is, and I don't know, you know.
Could it be the obvious?
Maybe.
The end scale?
Oh, not
you
that.
both sit?
Sorry, I thought you were saying obvious as in that there's attraction involved. Sorry.
Oh. Really?
I just want to die right now. How embarrassing to assume totally the wrong thing.
I was actually referring to...
I just want to die.
I did hear of something. Are you physically attracted to him?
No.
But you're attracted to him?
No.
You just said you were.
No.
David,
I thought
don't hide your emotions from me. Don't know me. Don't hump me like you're about to pounce on me like a puppy.
Don't. Because now I'm so embarrassed. Now I'm so embarrassed for thinking what I was thinking. No, I thought that because he was slightly attracted to me, I thought that's what the issue was. I feel so presumptuous.
Okay. Now, I was meaning in the sense of sexuality, how you're at one end and he's at...
Oh. Yeah, it does in the fact that we... I mean, I've said to him, you know, I don't like it when he calls people breeders in a negative sense. You fucking breed. He's always been comfortable around him. You're a female? I'm not going to crack female jokes. I'm not going to put down females. I'm not going to demean females. But if you look like a man and dress like a man, I would make female jokes. I would demean females. I would tell you my honest opinion. And that's the problem with me, is that people have always been honest about their true feelings towards gays around me, and people like me always hear the truth about what people feel, whereas if you like Rob because you're so obvious, you're going to really
hold back,
you know.
That's a good point.
And so
that's so true.
That's why it burns. That's why you got
if
always...
I didn't go around... Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
If I didn't go around announcing I was a lesbian, if I was, no one would pick it.
Yeah.
And then quite happily mock lesbians around. That's so true, David.
And so that's why...
And it brings me down to that level.
Comments, but I suppose it just comes back to the whole acceptance thing. Once it's accepted as a whole and a joke can be said with no harsh intention.
Why I'm here.
Then
I just want people to go, okay, shit, there is another type of gay. They eat, they shower, they shit, they talk, they argue, they laugh, they joke, they converse. Everything's the same. And it's like, for me, that's all that I need to do. And like Rob says, the best way to do it is you throw it in their face and you make a joke out of it, which works and has worked successfully for camp gays for 20 years. But for people more like me, you've just got to reach out and just say, hey,
this is it.
I do look like straight people, but I'm not straight. And it's the last step, in my opinion. Same as with lesbians who are really feminine. They have a fucking hard time as well. Whereas a dyke...
Seriously and honestly, since before meeting you, and you can give yourself a massive pat on the back because you've even just influenced me, and that's, I always used to say, if I can influence one person without preaching upon them but making them change their own opinion, as I said with animals, it's an awesome job that you've done as an individual.
Yeah.
Because that's just one more person. Everyone here has admitted it, so you've done it to 15 others. That's awesome, David.
Yeah.
But I've always had an open... I always thought I was a not praise gays, but bloody hell, it pisses me off how they can't be... Yeah, I am a gay supporter, and I'm not the least bit gay.
I mean, there's the three positives. There's the tolerant, the acceptance, and the supporter.
Yeah, I would say I was a supporter. Back when I was a teen, I saw Mardi Gras when it used to be televised, like you know how many years ago that was. And all I ever wanted to do was to go to Mardi Gras. My mum started looking at me and went, why do you want to go to Mardi Gras? I wanted to go to Mardi Gras. No word of a lie. You can ask my mum before I even talk to her, and she would say to you, yes, Claire, when she was a teen, wanted to go to Mardi Gras. And, man, I knew nothing. I was basing my opinion on the gay society on a very basic level, that what's wrong with it? But man, there's so much more to it, David, and you certainly opened my eyes to it so much.
Good.
And but it's made me realise more so that there's so much more that I need to learn.
Yeah.
Every day is a learning curve, isn't it? But God, yeah, I never...
It's like that whole thing of, especially with Aboriginals, that Aboriginals went through, say, 10 years ago, is that, you know, you had all these kids growing up who, say, his mum was half Aboriginal, but they looked as though there was no Aboriginal in them. And then, you know, there'd be Aboriginal jokes going around, and people wouldn't realise that that kid was
half
Aboriginal and would be saying these jokes, and that kid would internalise hatred for, you know, that sort of shit, which is now completely cleaned up. It's the same sort of concept. You wouldn't say that same joke if an Aboriginal, full black Aboriginal kid was there.
Visible.
Yeah.
Brother and sister. We even looked the same, that people thought we were brothers and sisters. We were that close.
Yeah.
And he opened up and told me all of this, and at the time I thought, wow, you know, it must have been really hard for you. But I put it down to, because the way he kind of interpreted the story to me was he really struggled with the fact that his brothers were very manly brothers, like very boys, and it was basically his family not accepting it. But since talking to you, it's made me realise that this friend of mine went through a hell of a lot more, because he had girlfriends all through high school, and it wasn't until he left high school that he realised, oh no, and he's a little bit feminine, but you wouldn't think he was gay, you know, but he's very proud about it now, very open about it. Been with his partner for a couple of years now, and and but yeah, I never, at the time when he told me and opened up to me and told me all of this, never did I thought, oh God, suicide on any...
I was that way, even though my sisters had heaps of friends that way, I would still, you know, even my sisters who, some of their closest friends were gay, they would still snide comments to me, like quick comments, you know, like...
After knowing that you were?
No, before. And so that affected me. Like every time that they'd say stuff, even though I thought, shit, you're so nice to his face, that's what you say to me, fuck, that's what I think I'm gay.
What are you going to think now?
What do you know, you actually, even though you're so nice to that person, you actually have all these comments and these derogatory understanding of who that person is. So you would never say it to that person's face, but you say it to me. So we're constantly hearing from people I loved that being gay is wrong. And that was the thing. And people just don't get it, you know.
So tough.